Hey, what's up everyone? CBK here bringing you another Marvel Spider-Man 2 video, and to those of you who are new here, I only talk about Marvel Spider-Man and Marvel Spider-Man 2 on my channel, so if that sounds like something you'd be interested in and you enjoy today's video, then consider hitting that subscribe button for me. With that out of the way, let's swing on into today's video. So a few days ago, I asked some of you guys to leave me some of your video suggestions on my community tab here on YouTube, and you guys came up with some really great topics, and I definitely plan on getting to making videos on a lot of your ideas. But today I wanted to talk about Easter eggs I'd like to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2. The Easter eggs in Marvel Spider-Man PS4 was one of my favorite things to explore within the game. Getting to collect all of the backpacks with Easter eggs about Peter's past, as well as some really cool Marvel related locations, was awesome. Needless to say, I love some Easter eggs, so here are the ideas I have for potential Easter eggs in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'm going to start with what I think is one of the most important locations in this story, and that is Aunt May's home. Based on a phone call with Miles in Spider-Man Miles Morales, it appears that Peter and MJ could potentially be moving into Aunt May's home. Now, the actual home wouldn't necessarily be an Easter egg because I would like to see it as a playable location in this game, similar to how they handled Miles Morales' apartment. It should be a place that we can go in and out of as we please whenever. And within that home, I would love to see a ton of Easter eggs filled with Peter's history. I want to see some things in the apartment that bring back nice stories about Uncle Ben. Perhaps Peter can just reminisce on some things found in the home that just brings back memories of his uncle. And how about giving us the option to see Peter's old bedroom filled with little details about Peter's early years as Spider-Man, because it's very likely that he spent the first few years of his Spider-Man career living with Aunt May. I'm a sucker for photos too. I love when they have a story behind them within a game. Perhaps he has some old photos of him and Harry in the house that have a really cool story behind them. Those stories can really help flesh out what Peter and Harry's friendship was like. Given that Harry will play a prominent role in the story, I think it would be very important to have some Easter eggs regarding Harry. Also, perhaps Pete even finds an old notebook when he's just kind of cleaning out the house. And in that notebook, it has some early suit design concepts when he was originally designing his Spider-Man suit. There could be a lot of opportunities to explore Peter's past within Aunt May's home. So I'm hoping that Aunt May's home is a playable location filled with a ton of Easter eggs. Speaking of Peter's history, there's a very good chance that Queens will be included in the playable map in this game. If Queens is included, then there could be a ton of opportunities to explore Peter's roots. I already mentioned Aunt May's home, but what about Midtown High, Peter's old high school, or MJ's home growing up? Maybe some old spots that he and Harry would hang out at in Queens. There could be a lot of locations to explore and find Easter eggs within Queens that could really give us some fun information about Peter's early years as Spider-Man. And the same could be said for Brooklyn in this game. Rumor has it that Brooklyn will also be available to explore. If that's the case, then there could be an opportunity to discover Easter eggs for Miles Morales and his past. Perhaps we could even see Brooklyn's Visions Academy, or spots that he and his dad hung out at, or maybe just places that him and Finn would visit. If both Queens and Brooklyn are opened up on the playable map, then I hope Insomniac takes advantage of it and gives us a peek at some of the history for both Peter and Miles through finding some Easter eggs and collectibles. And lastly, I would love to see even more Easter eggs for Marvel characters. We got a plethora of Easter eggs for other Marvel characters in the first game, but I would love to see that expanded to other characters like Luke Cage or the Fantastic Four, and of course the X-Men. We don't completely know if Wolverine will take place in the same universe as Spider-Man, but if he does, we better have some sort of Wolverine Easter egg or even just a mention of him in this game. But those are just a few of the ideas for Easter eggs that I have in Marvel Spider-Man 2. I'd love to know what kind of Easter eggs you would like to see in Marvel Spider-Man 2 in the comments. And as always, leave your thoughts about the video or suggestions for other videos in the comments down below. Thank you guys so much for your support, and until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.